Hey everybody, this is Glenn here with Pure Pursuit Automotive. Today I want to introduce you this 2013 black metallic BMW M5, one of my favorite vehicles, the first F10 variant that we've had a chance to stock here at Pure Pursuit. Really excited to go ahead and offer this really great condition car. We're going to point out a lot of the different features. This is basically all we stock. This is one of our premier automobiles at this level. We stock E63s, M5s. Again, my personal favorite. We have other people on the staff that enjoy those other types of cars. Okay, and walking through to this award-winning 4.4 liter twin turbocharged V8. Again, a variant from the previous variant had the V10. Now BMW's going on these M models to a lot of the twin turbos. This is just a fantastic engine, 560 horsepower. And coming down here, there's some of the features on the M5 that really come standard. We have front parktronic as an option, and we have these bi-xenon lights that are self-adapting and self-leveling and self-cornering as you they are cornering, active cornering, as they are tied to the steering wheel. Great condition of the front clip. This particular car has just over 12,000 miles on it. Extremely slight normal wear and tear on the front clip. Looks to be always garaged from everything we can tell. Great condition for the mileage. Coming through these M Sport 20-inch wheels. Here we have the Michelin Pilot Sports. And looking at the condition here, these are coming on new. I estimate about 80% tread life left on both the front and the rears. Gotta love the blue calipers on the M5. Really makes the car stand out. And I'll point out any wheel scuffs as we go through. Again, haven't really noticed too many nicks and scratches on this car or wheel scuffs. Here at Pure Pursuit, we really try to value transparency, let you know exactly what's going on with this car, even down to the small scratches, to make you be very comfortable. Coming through, we have the Bang & Olufsen upgraded stereo. Here's your going to your seat warmers and your different memory settings. And we have the ivory interior. So again, black on ivory, great look, cooled, heated seats. Coming through to the glove box, I wanted to show off the fact that we do have the manuals. These do have the soft close and soft touch, as well as the comfort access. I can lock the car, and the fob just stays in my pocket, and go ahead and unlock it by walking up to the car. Okay, rear seats, rear heated seats, excellent condition. No major stains, no major tears that we've seen. Just really, we've looked the car over, and it's just for this sort of ivory interior, excellent condition. We have our rear sunshades that are manual, and we have a power rear sunshade. You can see as you walk through. Cover to the rear wheels. Don't want to mistake that or pass it by. Again, no major wheel scuffs. We have just this slight discoloration. It's not even a scuff on this rear wheel, but again, that measures only about 1.5 inches in length. We're coming through to the rear here. Excellent condition. Throughout, I want to show off the fact that there's the mobility assistance package from BMW. No spare tire on any M's, but that is included there. So one of the features on this M5 that, again, is fully loaded, just great. For a car this size, power rear liftgate goes and close it. Don't even have to get fingerprints on your beast. Great badging, Pure Pursuit plates here coming down to the quad exhaust, rear parktronic, and again, rear backup camera. Great features, fully loaded. The car is warmed up, so let's go ahead and fire it up, and we'll complete the walk around. You can hear it from the outside that way. And then we can go ahead and walk through a lot of the features. It's going to take a while. This car does have a lot of options. Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Pure Pursuit Automotive. This will be the features walkthrough followed by test drive of this 2013 BMW M5, 12,000 miles, black exterior, this ivory white interior, just really great condition throughout, both exterior and interior. A lot of features on this car, so we're going to walk you through these and hit the road. So starting with the comfort access that BMW calls it, the keyless start-stop button. We go and fire it up. We can watch those lights go through their self-leveling process and the aluminum on the front of our garage there. And the car goes and fires up. I'm going to put my seatbelt on and walk you through a lot of these features. So again, we did look at the lights there. Those are the active cornering. You can turn the wheel and see those actually, the reflection there, active corner. And starting on the top, I want to show this center channel speaker and the Bang & Olufsen stereo that this thing has. If you do fire it up, that center speaker goes in and automatically raises. Kind of a cool feature. I'll turn it off for now. The stereo is one of the best I've ever heard. Bang & Olufsen does a great job on these upgraded stereos for this particular car. Okay, moving through to our center control panel. A lot of information here, but again, BMW has really stuck with those analog gauges. Makes it pretty easy. We have our parking brake, temperature, all that kind of stuff. But more importantly, as we go through both the features and the test drive, I want to point out the different modes that the car is in. The efficiency for the power output of the engine, comfort, that's a little that's a little symbol that is for shocks. Then we have the actual steering feedback, and then we also have one final thing that is basically the throttle response, and that's also tied to this little efficiency right there. So with any M vehicle, you sort of have the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You have the daily driver, luxury sports sedan, executive sports sedan, then you really can turn it into the track machine in the M5 level and M3 level and M6 by hitting this M button. So you have different, in the latest iteration, you have this M1, and you have a lot of different settings that can change over. So I've programmed the car. When we get to the M setting, we'll do that on the test drive. I'll kind of walk you through now because there's a lot that goes on with this particular car because it has so many options on it. So the first thing I want to point out was the HUD. While we're not driving here, we'll move through, and it's kind of hard to see, but you'll probably be able to see a slight 0 right there for miles an hour. And I'll kind of move it so you might be able to see it. And then we can change that into M mode. We can see what the HUD looks like. Changes the way the HUD looks, and while we drive, we're seeing now the miles per hour, the shift lights, as well as the RPM tachometer. Okay, so automatics over here, our HUD controls over here, so our heads-up display and or our HUD. Great feature on this particular car. I love a car with a heads-up display. We'll walk through that a little bit more on the drive and walk through some of the steering wheel controls. So that's how we get in and out of M mode. We have M1 and M2, so if you are so lucky to have a partner that drives with this car and wants a different level of M, whether it's shocks, suspension, engine output, you can do that as well. Nice feature on that. Rolling through a lot of different modes in the car. This is just your standard, hey, you go through your HD radio, your satellite radio, your hard drive, your Bluetooth streaming, a lot of different options with radio, your CD, your DVD, and again, a lot of that's loaded in here for your different selections as well as your CD changer. Bluetooth phone controls right here. Gotta love the M steering wheels, nice in-stitching, just great feel coming through the paddle shifters as well. When we're in normal mode in the D, it'll shift on its own with its DCT, and when we're in the M mode or the sport mode, we'll be able to shift on the paddle shifters. I'll demonstrate that. Okay, coming through our main display, nice widescreen display. BMW really does that well. We'll go to the main menu and I'll walk you through some of the things that the car has on it. So under multimedia, who doesn't love Billy Idol? Okay, so we have our multimedia, basically our hard drive music collection. That's on a hard drive. We can hook up our iPod, we can change the tone, and finally CD, DVD. Okay, going through radio, a couple different radio options with our FM, AM, satellite radio. Moving through to telephone, again, all the things that you kind of expect. You'd be able to pair your phone with the Bluetooth. You can have your phone talk over the speakers and also have your audio streaming if you have Pandora or something like that on the go. Okay, so again, you can dial from here, voice recognition as well. Okay, navigation, just standard navigation at this point for BMW. They do one of the best navigations, in my opinion, in the business. This looks a lot more like a Google Earth setup than an actual just navigation that we've seen in previous generations. And Office, you can take the phone contacts off of your phone. That is, you can take notes. A couple different features with the Office makes it a little nice. Connected drive. So you have your roadside assistance, your customer relations, BMW apps as well on this particular car to pair with your phone, make it a little easier to navigate around here. Vehicle info, let's roll through this. So tire pressure monitor will make sure that the vehicle status is showing that everything is okay. Everything checks out there. Engine oil level is good. Back to settings here. So on my M-Drive 1 I've configured, so I'll walk through some of this stuff before we get on the road because again it can be confusing. So our dynamic speed control, or M dynamic mode as BMW calls it, is on. So we're gonna basically have a little more tame. We're not gonna let the rear end kick out a little bit on that rear differential, rear wheel drive, kind of a little bit more tame. Sport Plus for both the engine and the throttle response. That's actually the way the car responds to the throttle blitz. Pretty incredible. Sport Plus on our shock settings. Sport Plus on our steering wheel feedback. Then finally S1 is this is the way the transmission shifts, and it measures the shift of the firmness of the shift as well as the speed of the shift. And also you can have it start in gear 1, gear 2. And this car, of course, is equipped with launch control. We don't recommend the use of launch control. We're not going to demonstrate it, but the new owner can certainly use that. And it's a little bit complex to get into, just like BMW likes to make it, so you don't accidentally get into it. Okay, moving through. Let's see. So again, here, pretty standard panel right here. We do have both cooled and heated seats, so I wanted to show those off, as well as our standard at this point on a car like this. automatic and dual control air conditioning. Coming through, here's your actual shifter itself. And then here's how you turn off M dynamic mode or your traction control, and you can change your different shock settings, throttle response settings, steering settings, and transmission settings, and your Parktronic front and rear, as well as your backup cam, so you can see that on the display. And then your iDrive controller right here is great, and everything else just in great condition. Cup holders. I think that's probably enough on the features. You can scroll back and show the rear controls back there. Again, rear heated seats, dual zone controls back here for the rear. And for disclosure, a slight tiny nick in the leather right here. We will consider repairing that. And going up top for your moonroof here, great headliner, Alcantara suede on the headliner, and your great sunroof and or moonroof opening up here, your controls. And that's all I got. Let's go ahead and hit the road. Okay, so lots of features on this car. Let's see what they look like on the road. Okay, moving through, parking brake is off. On these DCT transmissions, they are those semi-manual clutch transmissions, so we always got to make sure we take off the parking brake and set it when we want to go somewhere else. The car will yell at us, or in worst case, roll away if you leave it that way. So something to always keep in mind. See the backup cam in operation. It'll switch over here from Parktronic and backup cam. Okay, and we'll hit the road here. We'll hit Navi. And right now, today in this video, we're really going to concentrate on sort of what we see both in the instrument panel and the attached heads-up display, the HUD, as you'll hear me reference it as we go through this. So again, just a great daily driver for hauling the kids around. Seats 5 comfortably. It's a 5 Series in this sense, where they're comfort, efficient, and another comfort mode for the actual steering. So a great place to, a great car that is for the family, for anybody else that doesn't want to get thrown around. And with the flip of this M button right here, we can turn it into an absolute driving beast with that V8 turbo, just going crazy, 560 horsepower. So again, very quiet car, subdued. The suspension's not beating you up. My heads-up display is actually just displaying the speedometer. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like, and I'll show you what it looks like when we go to the M mode once we turn around up here and go for a wide open throttle run. So the car is warming up. We're all getting ready for our wide open throttle run. We'll let this pedestrian car pass us by before we let this thing loose. So again, a little bit lower rev than the previous generation with this F10. This engine is just great. It's actually so quiet in the cabin that BMW had to pipe in engine noise over the stereo to get the enthusiast happy in the M mode to make sure they were hearing enough engine noise. I'm going to go ahead and pull over here, show you the heads-up display changing before we do our wide open throttle run. So here we have, a little hard to see given the sun, but 0 miles an hour to be displayed there. I'm going to hit the M button and see if we can change it over to where you can see something. I'm hoping that shows up in the video. But again, a couple things change over in the video mode as you hit that M button. And for the drivers that really care, we go, you can zoom in here, we go to the Sport Plus for the actual engine dynamics as well as throttle response, Sport Plus for the shocks, and Sport Plus for the steering response. It actually tightens up the steering really nicely, enhances the throttle responsiveness, and I think we're about ready to go. So we're in one here. I got my heads-up displays in the M mode now, and we'll do a quick wide open throttle run. Here, the turbo boost, really, it's 60 miles an hour right there. I wasn't even getting all the way on it, and I like you to hear the exhaust note on the way in. Okay, as I downshift here, going into first gear, there's a little throttle blip, a little downshift there. So again, just a little taste of a test drive on this BMW M5, just a monster vehicle, monster performer. Goes to Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of performance on the paddle shifter. And we'll pull them back into Pure Pursuit here. So again, as you see the walk around in the studio, the features walkthrough, and then that short test drive video, we want you to become very comfortable in asking and having everything, all of your questions answered, everything basically fully documented on the car before you even call us. That way it makes it easy to get you to purchase this car from us. And you can call us anytime, area code 816-659-3027. And you can email us anytime, hello@purepursuitauto.com. Check out our website. Look at the rest of the videos on this particular car on our YouTube channel. And thank you for watching, and take care.